All right, back in Vancouver at the International Metal Writers Conference. I got here David Morgan, the Silver Guru. David, good to see you.
Good to see you, Rob. Thanks.
So you had a chat earlier. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I took a look at the Bitcoin cryptocurrency plus hard money, gold and silver. Is this a banking game changer? And I outlined one of my main fears isn't about the cryptocurrencies. It's much broader than that. It's about the Internet of Things, everything being connected. And there was a great forum, such as this one, that was all about high tech and where we're going in the future with technology and all this interconnectedness. And everyone, to a man and woman, these were top tier people that write CNET, Wired, those type of individuals, that were, every one of them said security. They haven't figured out the security. I just finished with Rick Mayberry's letter, the early warning report, and he talked about basically two concerns. One is cyber warfare that continues every minute of every day between nation states. That's one concern. And the other one is the ability of the hackers to stay one step ahead of the people protecting systems from hackers. So that's a concern of mine. So it goes from the big picture internet frame all the way down to the cryptocurrencies. I'm not against them, I'm just concerned. And I put up a couple of slides showing instances that have already taken place in Bitcoin where there's been massive amounts of Bitcoins lost or stolen already. And for people to think that that concern isn't valid still is not thinking very far. Yes, you can write down your thing on a piece of paper. I get that. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is that I think there's a hybrid system that would work better. And that would be a hard money system similar to the debit card, that system that I'm well aware of and I use, where that's in a depository and that's in your name only. Now, if there's anything on the transaction side, the only thing you have at risk is that transaction. That's the electronic part of the system. So money in a depository that if a banking failure or electronic failure, EMP, the moon blows up, I mean, you make any scenario you want, the asset is protected and free of the banking system in total. And the only thing is the exchange is done on a transaction basis. I know there are some, precious metals-backed cryptos out there. I don't think on a large scale. I've been asked as kind of to be looking into the possibility of doing it for an Asian situation where most of the people are 30 years old or younger. They're used to a smartphone platform only. They don't want to fill out a lot of forms, and all of them own gold in Indonesia as an example. So it'd be a fairly easy situation to meld the two. The oldest, trusted currency in the world that's free of any electronic conundrum, coupled with a blockchain situation of some type. And I think you will see that more and more in the future.
Yeah, what speaking of that, I mean, if you kind of look out here, like, what are we, a few years away from something pretty impacting like that, or is this something that happens pretty quick?
Well, I think, who knows? I mean, if we don't do it, and there's others that are doing it, but someone will do it. And I think in the right place, time, and condition, which would probably be Indonesia, because they all own gold, they all use it, they all transact in it, and they have the smartphone, and they're used to this type of technology. I think that situation would explode rather rapidly. In other domains, I mean, people my age, they're not going to be interested in, transacting on their phone very much. I mean, I do because I'm, kind of hip to the technology side as well, but others no. But you're looking at, the millennials and, the younger generations, they'll adapt to it very quickly. The only thing that they may not understand is the vulnerability that we have with the security issue.
Absolutely. Let's turn the page real quick to your favorite topic, silver.
Okay.
Give me a little bit of a forecast here. First of all, have you seen the year shape up? Any big surprises that you didn't see? And then how do you think the year will end up?
Well, I was hopeful we'd have a similar year to last year, but we are not. And I put my neck out again, Rob, and people love to shoot me down. They don't like to get all the successes I have. They only focus on the failures, but that's okay. But I put out my neck, and I think there's a sea change in the market that took place about a week and a half ago. I put on an alert on our system that's unique to the Morgan Report. It's our own system that we build our own software for. You get a pop up on your computer that says, pay attention, David just sent an alert. I think it's a major shift, and it's way too early to tell. We had some follow through Friday, so I'm kind of breathing a little easier because it kind of lulled at my buy point, and I'm able to put a stop in. And I trade and invest, but from the longer term perspective, is this a sea change? What do you mean, David? I mean that it's the point in time where if I'm right, and only if I'm right, you want to be short stocks and long gold. That will be a major change. And did it start a week and a half ago? I don't know. Time will tell. My indicators say it's very likely that it did. And not too many people are saying that at this show.
So the Dow's a little heavy here. I would anticipate that you think that it probably might have a rough end of the year.
Yeah, I think by the end of the year, you'll see, that really it's a spread trade. Short the stock, short the S&P, for example, or the Dow, and long gold will be a good trade. We'll find out.
We will find out. David Morgan here at the International Writers Conference in Vancouver. Appreciate the time, David.
My pleasure, Rob. Thank you.